another trending topic, a trial that's going on. It's still happening for the actor Jonathan Majors.
Oh, shit.
Something actually just released today on this, so we're gonna start with this article.
I appreciate this.
Have you both been? I mean, we're following up.
We've been following
we did this
up
last week.
Yeah,
we did a show on it.
And listen, I understand you guys on YouTube. Like and subscribe, follow us. Listen, man, this is serious case. This is a serious case because this man had an allegation and he lost his career. They fired him. All of them should be sued. All of them. Disney should be sued because they didn't know the truth. And it's because he dated a white woman.
Well, it's not. Everything right now is there's no truth yet until the case over. Everything is.
I don't care what
allegedly.
you say. I'm not saying that because I see the videos all on YouTube. Have you?
There's a new video from today.
Listen, have you been watching this case or no? You don't know shit about it.
I don't know anything about this.
Okay. First of all, do you have an issue with black and white people?
No.
Do you have an issue with a black man with a white woman?
No.
Do you have an issue with a white woman with a black man?
No.
Did I say that already? I think I said it virtual. Maybe.
No issues, regardless.
No issue to you like
allegedly.
Do you like mixed babies? Come on, man. You on the camera?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I mean,
you never thought about mixed babies? All right, never mind.
Moving on. All right.
Moving on. So
this is from a couple days ago, this article where the taxi driver testified about the assault in the I think it was an Escalade.
Stop the cap.
Right?
Yep.
So if we go through this article here, the cab driver, he says that it looks like Jonathan Majors was the one that was being
allegedly
assaulted. It looks like he was the one. He said the girl looks like the girl was attacking the guy, not the guy attacking the girl in the car. That's what he says. But there's a new video that just came out today, and we're going to watch that video and see if the testimony of the cab driver adds up to it. Let's see what happened when they got out of the cab. So Majors is out of the cab, and he's pulling her out right now.
Keep in mind, guys, this is the time when she found out he was cheating. She seen the text, and she responded.
Here's a closer look. He picks her up, puts her in there.
Right.
Can't really see what's happening now. Looks like he's shoving her multiple times in there. Now he pulls her out.
She didn't want to stay in the car.
Right. Well, let's back up. So once he pulled her out, they came across the street right here. And he yanks her. But this is basically what this is showing. So I don't know. In the cab driver seems like he's saying she was attacking him.
Yeah.
This looks like some sort of retaliation. We do not agree with domestic violence of any kind on this show.
Not at all. I don't think any woman should be assaulted, sexualized, or anything towards
no man or woman.
Or woman or man. Don't touch neither. My mom always said, when a woman hits you, knock her out. So
this is not looking good for Majors, this new video from today. So far, the case has been looking like it's going in his favor. But how do we feel about this new video? Does this twist the plot a little bit?
I mean, I don't think so, but I'm gonna tell you right now. So there's evidence shown on the YouTube. You can go on YouTube and look this on your own time. But she followed this man for many city blocks, and he tried to get away from her. She seen a text message that he was cheating, and she exploded like most women do. I was always told, and this is older women, this is why grandmas are important, and grandmas are today, are they 34, 35, or 40? They're not, the grandmas of our late are not here no more. And I was always told a woman should know how to choose how she fights her battles. Look at him. He's running away.
Now he's running and she's chasing him on this video. These are the other videos. This one we showed last week.
She doesn't look like a victim.
On this one, she doesn't. On the first, what we just watched, she kind of did.
She did.
But on the rest of them so far, she doesn't. So it's very confusing.
It is. But we don't know what happened before they got out of that vehicle for him to try to put her back into the vehicle.
The cab driver blames it on her.
And listen,
but no, there was no cameras in there.
I think that's heavy evidence. So she's by herself, obviously, and he's about to walk by eventually. And he's basically going to look at her and he's just going to ignore her and she's going to go chase him down. Now, both of these women, this man and this woman testified that she had no injuries. And this is the fact after they separated, that she had no head injuries. She had nothing wrong with her. She looked perfectly fine. But somehow the next day she had a whole bunch of injuries.
That's him right there.
So, but the issue is when you watch her in the club, she's banging her head on the DJ booth or on the table because she's mad that he sent a text saying it's over. Now, I don't know if you know who this guy is. He's a superstar. To me, he's going to be the first billionaire actor in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
He's very talented. I think he's better than Denzel. A lot of people might get offended by that. I truly think this man is the future of acting, and they know it.
Yeah.
Because he came in and
Allegedly.
they gave him heavy titles in the Marvel world.
Mm-hmm.
He's done unbelievable movies. But I think when you're in a position like this and you get into a position where you assault or you get into an allegation of assaulting a woman, especially if she white, it can hurt you
Yeah.
into the industry of an opportunity. He was fired from all his jobs. What do you feel for a woman that sit there that makes allegations that
Allegedly.
are not real or are real? Well, how do you handle this situation? Do you take a man to court? Do you lie and say he assaulted you when he didn't? What do a woman do in your situation when it comes to something like this? If this happened to you, this was a guy you was dating for 2 years. He's a superstar and he's traveling all the world with you. I'm speaking as if this is you. He's traveling all the world with you. He's giving you a lifestyle you never had. And you're truly, truly, truly in love. And the next thing you know, he's having an affair. He's cheating on you. Do you explode? What do you do?
I mean, I'd be lying if I said I've never acted crazy
Okay.
over like finding some shit out, but I wouldn't lie about like, especially if you're dating like a man of color, you can't just do that, especially in America.
Thank you. Say that again.
Yeah. You can't, I mean, you can't like, I don't, yeah. No, you can't just like lie
Can,
about
can
some
you
shit
say
like that.
why? Because if you're dating a man of color and you operate like this, being a white woman, what is the consequences of this happening? What do you think? If you call the cops and me and you get in an incident, what's going to happen?
I mean, we've seen it happen, like with like Black Lives Matter. Like we know what happens if you like lie and if you do this. Like it's not something to fucking play with. You
Right.
just don't lie about that shit. Period.
So for some women, because
And I think like
these women looking at you right now. So in
Yeah.
a situation, she's playing victim, right?
Allegedly.
If a woman's and a man's black and you're white, how do you operate? So if an incident happened, you already know if you called the cops, it's gonna be a higher level of an issue,
yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
Now, listen, if a man's putting his hands on you, if he's holding you against your will,
Allegedly.
at the Cash Money Dreams podcast, we don't support that.
yeah.
I say do what you got to do.
Do what you got to do if that's happening. If that's happening though.
Say that again. If it's happening, now are you
Allegedly.
Are you the type of female that's jealous of a man and say, you know what? F this guy. I don't care if he black or white. I'm gonna screw him because he screwed me over.
No, I've seen too many of like my personal friends get fucked over in those situations. And I think like for real victims, like you're not taken seriously because of false allegations like this.
Like the Amber Hearns.
Amber Heard.
Yeah, I didn't
Heard, whatever her
really
name
follow
is.
that case too.
Well, she's shitting on that man's bed.
Allegedly.
No, she's shitting on that man's bed.
It's the Johnny Depp. The Johnny
She
Depp
shitted
trial
on that
that's
man's bed, cut his finger, and was using him. You know who Johnny Depp
yeah.
is. She
Yeah, I
used
just
him.
didn't follow the case. too
Okay, well, she
closely.
lost. And because she lied and she got a whole bunch of women on the stand to lie for her. And listen, once again, this is not to knock women, but if you're going into a situation thinking you're going to win a case, evidence will prove because you're in New York City. You cannot hide evidence. New York got cameras everywhere.
Mhm.
Why are you women thinking you can lie about a man and his career was taken?
Yeah.
It's not fair.
No, it's not something to play
And when
with.
this case come out, he can say what he wants. It's going to prove that he's innocent.
Mhm.
There's too much video on YouTube proving that this man is innocent.
Allegedly.
But I just think it's very serious to understand that you already know being Caucasian, right?
Mhm.
Or being what they consider white in America. I mean, this is a white country,
It
even though
is.
we're a minority. You understand when it comes to calling a cop, if we're dating, it's more likely going to be a higher issue
No,
when
absolutely.
the cops come. You know this, right?
Absolutely.
So a lot of women
And-
don't think this way. They think it's equal.
Well, I think too, just like I've been a victim of like assault, and I think for me,
I'm
like,
sorry to hear that.
like you're taken less seriously because of false allegations. Like you're told like, oh, you wanted it. Like when it's like, no, like
Wait, did they say you wanted it?
I'm just saying in general, like
Okay.
a lot of people will be like, if you like are like, hey, like I had this horrible thing happen to me. People
I
are like,
understand.
oh, are you sure? Like you didn't want it? Did you even say no? Like,
Oh, wow.
you know, so it's like false allegations, no matter like domestic violence, whatever. Because of the false allegations, like real victims are not taken seriously.
And that's all I'm saying. What
Yeah.
about the victims?
It's like the boy who cried wolf, but they figure everybody's the same.
Yeah.
Like just because this person lied means this person
Listen.
lied before, even though this is their first time saying anything about it.
Can we agree that when women lie just for their own greed, they hurt and destroy a man's legacy? Some men can never, you get one sexual assault issue, some men don't have the recovery and the money to fix it.
No, absolutely.
So what do you think? This is a very important question because we got like a couple more minutes on this and then we out of here. What do you think should happen to a woman that lies on a man where he loses his whole career or he goes to jail and they find out it wasn't true? What should happen to that woman? You're a woman. You have to, I mean, what do you think should happen to women who lie on men and they lose everything and it comes out she lied?
I mean, they definitely would have to pay in some way. I'm not like, I can't like, I'm not a judge. I can't like sentence somebody like that. But
Well, here, let me give you an example. If a man kills a woman brutally and they know it was him, what do you think should happen to him? You think he should get 1 year?
no,
You think he should get life? Should he be on the death penalty, the death row, whatever you want to call it? What do you think should happen to a man who takes a good, innocent life of a woman, a pure woman, a good woman, a friend, someone you can love, someone you can cherish, someone who looked out for you, cared for you, and this man took her from you? What do you think should happen to this man?
I mean, life minimum for sure.
So for me, I think he shouldn't live.
Hmm.
Period. I think he should be taken off the earth, just like what happened to her. But we live in rules and laws that can't happen. But
I just feel like it's also, if we want to get like philosophical, it's also that agreement of like, okay, like if we put them on death row, like does that make us any better than they
yes, yes, we send a message to people: if you touch children or if you kill someone, you're not going to live,
were? Mhm.
and it's going to deter people from doing it.
Yeah.
It is important that society runs this way, but we're making everybody innocent. You up a school, you go to prison for life. No, you die in 7 days. You make your peace with God, and I'll give you 3 choices. You could, or you could be. I think all these things should come back, and I think listen, you can say I don't like if a man touches a child. I have an issue with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
He shouldn't be on this earth, or a woman.
Hmm.
If a man sit there and he multiple people, and we live in a society where you have to have order. If you don't have order, the world's messed up.
I agree.
But we also have to have order if a woman lies on a man and his whole career is wiped out. Do y'all not understand how much a man must provide? Y'all don't know what this man is providing. He's probably taking care of 50 to 100 people. His money stopped, they all go in poverty.
Hmm.
So one allegation is dangerous to me because it seems like you don't want to say what should happen to a woman. I think
Allegedly.
a woman should get minimal 10 years in prison.
There actually is a law that it is illegal to
Well, wouldn't it come down to
lie to
defamation?
cops.
Huh?
Wouldn't it come down to like defamation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that too, yeah. Well, he has to
But
sue her
you
for
gotta
that, though.
but you gotta listen.
He has to sue her later.
Defamation, but the judge.
That's what Johnny Depp did.
But
He
yeah.
sued Amber Heard for
And guess
that.
what? She couldn't afford it.
And
She
he
broke.
won $10 million, but
But
he
when
didn't
you're
get
a woman
any.
like she is, she a beautiful woman, she can go to Monaco and some dumb idiot will pay for her lifestyle.
Hmm.
That's the benefit of being a woman. You think if I got $100 million and I get sued and I lose everything, you think another woman's gonna date me in my status? No, I lose everything. This is why Cardi B's looking at her husband and saying, yo, I'm moving up. You're staying here. Women understand this.
Hmm.
A king will look at a peasant, but a queen will never look at a peasant. We have to understand this is how the world operates. This is why a man must have status. I'm looking at these cameras. You must have status to be in a position of power to tell a woman what to do. If you don't have status, if you're not in a position where you have ambition to be successful, you're going to fail as a man. I don't care if you're 20. I don't care if you're 30. I don't care if you're 40. I don't care if you're 50. Never stop having ambition. Never stop growing. Never stop doing what you need to do to be a man, because women are watching. For every woman that leaves you, there's another woman that can replace her. But you got to make sure you find the right woman. And you cannot deal with women like her. I don't care if she's white, black, Mexican, Asian. You got to vet a woman before you date her. And he's an idiot. He's a great actor. He deserves everything he has as far as being successful. But he didn't vet this woman because you can't. He lied. Stop lying to these women. If you're a cheater, tell women, listen, I step out. She's going to make a choice to fuck with you or not. And trust me, when you got $100 million in the bank account, she's not leaving you. And if she does, the door shuts and another one open. That's just the reality of it. She's not meant for you. Stop trying to make women follow your lead that don't want to be there. Follow the women who chase you. I don't be in the clubs looking for women. They come up to me. And then I entertain them. That's how I operate. Well, I'm not chasing not one woman. I get DMs all the time, just like women do. I short through my DMs. If I see someone interested, I might step out with you. I might put you on a yacht. We might be in Miami. I love shopping. I might buy you something nice.
What's up, bitch?
But it comes down to the relationship of how I like you. I tell women all the time, I want to be in Portugal. I want to be in Dubai. I want to be in Cape Town. I want to be in Kenya. I want to build a house and have businesses all over. I truly believe a man can set up a woman, but a woman must know how a man operate. All I'm saying to you, because we got about 40 seconds on this, is that at the end of the day, when a man's in this position, he must understand that you must be honest to a woman for it to work.
Mm-hmm.
And this woman, like you said, some women see things, they go crazy. So do you feel like she could have handled this differently if she did explode on him, if she did put her hands on him?
Yeah, absolutely.
And guess what? Outside of this, ladies, listen. If she would have operated differently, listen to what I'm saying, she will still be with him. Do you understand?
Yeah.
If she would have just let this be, this is why you must choose how to fight your battles. She will still be with this successful man, and this shit will never happen. He'll be right now
Allegedly.
he'll be shooting his movies. But I don't attest to any victim. If you're a victim, you're a victim. Okay? And I don't support any man or anybody being a victim. But you can't put your hands on a man and expect nothing to happen. Do you agree with that?
I agree.
Do you think a woman should hit a man?
I don't think people should hit anybody.
Denied.
Nobody should touch anybody.
I agree.
So if a woman hits a woman, can a woman hit a woman back?
Yeah.
So if a woman hit a man, can a man hit a woman back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for watching the Cash Money Dreams podcast. Like and subscribe. Follow us on every platform. Stay tuned. Every week we drop in a new episode. It's your boy Cash, man.